What's so fascinating about the way the internet works is that even though you post content on one single website, the content you're looking at on that website doesn't necessarily have to live on that website. It could in fact live somewhere else and just be referenced by that website. A great example of that is how you can embed images and YouTube videos and other content that lives on another website into your own website. So it appears to be on your website, but in reality, it lives somewhere else. There are many reasons why you may want to do this, and Flickr and YouTube are two great examples. If you're an avid photographer, you may want to use a service like Flickr or 500px to upload your photos so people can look at them in different sizes and comment on them and do stuff like that. But in many cases, you also want to have that photo on your own page. Case in point, here's a picture I took of a wooden monkey my parents gave to me for Christmas. And I may want to create a blog post that has this image in it. But I don't want to upload that image into my blog because then it exists in two places on the internet, one on my blog and one on Flickr. Instead, I want to use the image that's right here on Flickr in my blog. And I'll show you how to do that. First, I need to create a new post. So I'll create a new post and I'll give that post a title. And I'll write some text. And then I want to add the image. Even though the image lives on Flickr, I'm still going to use the same add media function I used to upload images to my site. So I'll click the add media button, but instead of going to from my computer, I'm going to go to from URL. Here I get two options. I can either upload an image or I can upload audio, video, or another file. I'm going to use the image function. So first I need the URL to the image. I'll go to Flickr and then under actions, I'll select view all sizes. That way I'll find an image that will fit my site nicely. So I'll select this 500 one. And then I'll right click on the image and copy the image URL. That way I have the URL that points directly at this image. I'll go back to WordPress and paste in that URL. And then I'll give it a title and an alternate text. Now, because I'm grabbing this image from Flickr, Flickr has some rules about how you can and cannot embed images from Flickr. Those rules say, if you're linking directly to an image, that image must link directly back to the Flickr page, and you have to put in a caption saying who took the image. So I'm going to put into the caption, Wooden Monkey by Morten Rand Hendriksen, because that's who took it, me. And then down here, link image to, I'm going to grab the URL to this page. Grab the whole URL and paste it in. That way, when someone clicks on the image, they'll jump directly to the page for that image. Finally, I have to decide the alignment, so I'll set this to center, and I'll click Insert into Post. Now you see the image appear here, and if I save the draft and preview my page by clicking this link up here, you'll see I now have my image with the caption, Wooden Monkey by Morten Rand Hendriksen, and if I click on it, I jump directly to the Flickr page. So even though it looks like the image lives inside my WordPress.com site, in reality, the image lives on Flickr and is just called in every time someone visits this specific page. So that's how you link images from other sources into your own site. But what about something like YouTube videos? Up here, we have a YouTube video I'd like to put on my site as well. It's about a photographer that is associated with the gallery I'm writing about. To place this video in a post on my site, I'm going to go back to my site, click Add New to create a new post, give it a title, and then I can add my video directly into my post. Again, I'm going to use the Add Media button. So I'll click Add Media from URL. And then instead of selecting image, I'm going to select audio, video, or other file. The interface changes ever so slightly. And here I only need to add the URL and the title. So I'm going to go back to YouTube. And then you see this enormous URL here. I don't really need this entire URL. I only need everything up to the ampersand sign right here. So I'll grab just that, and just to make sure that I got enough, I'm going to open a new tab and paste in that URL so I can test it. And
photography was something that
it works, which means I can use that URL. I'll paste it in here, and then I'll say, meet Jim on YouTube. And I'll click Insert into Post. Now WordPress inserts this weird little piece of code here that says YouTube equals, and then the link inside square brackets. And when I save this draft and preview it, You see the video automatically gets embedded and it plays.
Photography was something that
So just like the image from Flickr, this video lives on YouTube, but it's displayed inside my website. So as you can see, adding external content from other websites into your own website is very easy. However, that doesn't mean you can just go out on the internet and grab any video or any image you find and put it on your website. There are rules that govern this, and it's very important that you keep that in mind, because a lot of images are held under licenses that don't allow you to take them. So the basic rule of thumb is, if you find an image on the internet, before you do anything, check on the website to make sure that that image is available to be used. If you're using Flickr, it's very easy, because all you have to do is go scroll down to the bottom and see this license area where it says some rights reserved. If you click on the link, it says non-commercial, and you can click on it and it'll actually explain to you in great detail what you can and cannot do with this particular image. All images on Flickr have some sort of license attached to them, so it's very easy to find out if this image is under a license like a Creative Commons license. That means you can use it. The same thing goes for YouTube. You can normally assume that on YouTube, if a video is available, you can just embed it on your site. But you will run into cases where when you click on the video and try to embed it, it'll simply not show up. That means that the owner of the video has blocked embedding from that video. So when you find an image on the internet you want to use, check to see if it has a license. If it doesn't have a license, contact the person who uploaded the image to the internet and ask them if you can use that image on your site before you use it. Adding media from external sources allows you to share content you produced yourself or found online with your readers, bringing attention to the originator and making the content available. Just be careful you don't end up stealing content inadvertently or breaking licenses in the process. Adding images is pretty easy, and the same goes for YouTube videos and Vimeo videos and other videos online. Getting the attribution right and doing your due diligence is also easy. You just have to do it.